All right, what's going on? Um, Ended up taking a trade today on my Top Step eval, of course, um, and it ended up stopping me at break even because with this new eval, I'm risking more. I'm risking about 1%. Um, so ended up blowing another funded account. Um, and yeah, I think just at first when I first started the eval, I was forcing trades, FOMO. Um, and I wasn't really taking solid trades. Now that like when I would look back, but then a little bit after, I did some journaling, and I looked back at my journal and figured out like what was holding me back, or what is the mistakes I was making, and like main thing was trading against order flow. Um, Another thing was not waiting for like a higher time frame confirmation if I'm gonna trade a reversal. So, but today the trade looked perfect. It looked really good, but we ended up just displacing to the upside. So I kind of explained what I was looking for here. Um, and I was gonna take a 15-minute CISD on um, 15-minute CISD to the downside to take previous day low, because everything else has already been took for the most part, right? So my draw liquidity at first coming into the market, like when I was doing my pre-market analysis, was obviously bullish. At the point I think like 9, we were still respecting this 1 hour gap. So I wanted to see a 5-minute change of state from there, and we never ended up having that. So at 9:30, or actually at 8, yeah, because I was looking at charts like around 8:50. We took out previous week high and London high, which is what I was looking for, which is like the main thing I was looking for. So it took all the objectives. Previous day high I already took, so I was like, okay. I don't usually like to. Well, I wouldn't mind trading it into previous day high if it already took it. Obviously, there's a draw, but my draw was previous week high, and we also tapped into this 4 hour for value gap, and we have a lot of bearish PDRAs here. But it seems like we're still drawing higher. But what I was thinking at the time, I was like, okay, if you have a 15-minute change of state to the downside, we inverse this gap, we have a change of state. I would like to see price reach previous day low. Now looking back, I guess ES was kind of more telling that we didn't want to do so. So we had this 4 hour gap, this 1 hour gap that we tapped into. Um, so that was kind of telling, I guess, that we weren't going to do that. But at the time, wasn't really paying attention to it. Uh, and I thought we would have an S&P previous day low and then expand. Um, but yeah, so I took a short. And at the time, I mean, we took this high, and I think that was enough confirmation for me, even though we've kind of been chopping. And then we swept previous day low, we retraced lower. I think the 1 hour was a little cleaner, but we retraced lower. And then once we closed below this or through this 1 hour busy, I was like, okay, we're going lower to previous day low. I entered once we tapped into this 15-minute CISD, put my stops right here. And price ended up taking me out because I was already about to hit my trailing drawdown, so I didn't actually get stopped out, but I would have lost the trade. And yeah, I was targeting previous day low, break even here. So yeah, I mean, I don't want to be like, yeah, this is okay trade, but really, if I stick to my rules and I do this, and I'm not forcing trades, because this trade just kind of came to me, then I'll take it. If not, then not. But uh, the reason why it's so important to actually trade your edge is because if I did that, if I wasn't forcing trades, then I'd probably have more leeway to be able to come back another day and trade how I need to trade, right? So, but we're on a fresh account now, and conditions have been not the best. So, even as I've been back testing, I'll try to pull it up. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Uh, yeah, let me try to switch the window really quick. Trade journal. So this is my journal right here. Even if I look at my back testing journal, right? No, this is all flow state, right? This is flow state. Yeah, I've had like a 50% win rate. So like this is the trade I took recently. Swept liquidity, 5-minute change of state. Boom, same kind of play. Recognized we were This would draw liquidity. I held it longer, so um, those are the type of plays I like. I like to trade with the high time frame, not against it. So that was kind of the aim here, but price just ended up not delivering. So it's all good. I don't know why this not coming back up. Be doing that. There we go. But yeah, it's all good as long as I follow my trading plan. I was watching a psychology video kind of talking about how you need to think of probabilities instead um, of the outcome. And as soon as I took the trade, I'm trying to use this, like visualize myself losing the trade before I lose it. Just so like you don't, there's no emotion attached to it. Like you're already $500 already out of your buffer from your funded account. So you just think that way. That's how I passed my last account. So just do the same thing. I was literally in a drawdown at first, but I just kept executing. Didn't change my risk because if my win rate, if I'm actually trading my edge, then I'm not gonna take like 4 losses in a row. It's usually not the case. But if I don't trade my edge, then that's what's gonna happen, and that's why I ended up blowing that last account. So yeah, these are tough conditions. So if you learn how to trade in these conditions, when markets start to clear up and go back to normal, it's gonna be a lot easier to kind of manage and maneuver the market. So it's all a blessing. Like so maybe some people they started trading during COVID where we were just on an uptrend. You didn't actually get to refine your craft as much because you're trading in like super simple conditions. We're just trending upwards. Like on a daily, obviously we've been bullish, but we swept previous day week high, which is the only reason I look for shorts. But it seems like we are wanting to see these highs. So and on the weekly, yeah. So I guess we swept these lows, probably type of like a monthly fair value gap, yeah. And then just been continued to the upside ever since. So yeah, just trade with the trend. And I guess today was just my thought process also. Yeah, let me see. We had the 4 hour for value gap right here, and I also expected since we swept previous week high that we would come back down, tap the fair value gap like ES did kind of, and then see higher price. But we did have this SMT down here, so yeah. Also, there's no fair value gap that would see a reversal to the upside, so didn't really take anything right there. But yeah, all learning lessons. I'll be back if I take some tomorrow. I'll do a recap. And yeah, you guys have a good Thursday. Go touch grass. I'm gonna do the same. Go work. And yeah, peace.